Alright folks, back on Diablo 4, and I'm getting ready to run our capstone dungeon to get into World Tier 3. See how we do. Now these are just a little bit, or this particular one's a little bit more amped up version of a regular dungeon. And these are a little tougher. The main problems we'll have is the bosses. I think everything else in here should be okay. You're into your Paragon, so as you can see down here, that's what we're into. And most people like to just speed run to the end. One of those out here, pretty much every nook and crannies, so you can maximize that XP. Not use a lot of potions, but it would behoove you and myself to use a potion. What do we got available here? Overpower, crit strike, attack speeds, resource reduction. I like doing that. Mana is precious to us. Still trying to get that items with the mana generation. Like so much mana per second kind of situation. Which probably won't get some good gear until we get into the tier 3, so that's why it's ongoing. This video is dungeon, switching to tier 3, and then ending it there. No need to take extra time on it if I don't need to. Store for us. Yeah. So we got one more guy here. Should be the last one. So, alright. So now we got that completed. Now we can go down here. Put the animus in the urn mechanism. I believe that's what it's called. I don't know. Animus urn. There we go. Open the door. The way that these, at least this particular dungeon works is, you go through this first phase. You'll kill the bosses again, and then you go to the next phase and have to fight the main boss. End. So we're going to go to the High Council Court. tone it down a little. So that's where we'll be heading, but like I say, I want to south. That would be a nice little thing they could do, is if you actually clear it, but extra reward. Like extra gold or extra XP or whatever it might be. Just to reward those who like to do that, because even in World of Warcraft I noticed, like, when I went through a dungeon, I would like to explore the dungeon so I can kind of find everything. Else we can just join up on it. And let's say we got guys, we got everybody here. One of you likes to put shadow damage. You can't use your abilities. Even if they die, they still kind of stick around. There's one of them that can resurrect. So you gotta watch out for him. Actually kill the positions. I don't see he's still doing something over there. Yeah, he's like a spirit. Probably not. Oh, there it is. Lucky hit, blah, blah, blah. No. Okay. I pretty much have, other than a few stats, I pretty much have like the best gear I can get in World Tier 2 for my class. So that's why I gotta get into Tier 3 so I can start getting the Sacreds. Oops. So every red dot you see on the screen must be eliminated. So this is one of those times where you're definitely trying to get exploration. You gotta find them all. But sometimes it has this mechanic where they'll kind of like teleport you. They'll be going through, and all of a sudden this big massive group just pops up in your face. Half of them. But once the other thing, you have to mention, once you start with Paragon's levels, you're going to start getting your glyph drops. And you start plugging those into your Paragon board. Unlock a slot. Passive benefits, usually. Yeah. I like to put it on point. Forward, fellers. See, they keep coming. No, let me put my point in. There we go. I'll explain it here in a second. So, all these fellers. You'll probably notice I'm not picking up anything unless it's yellow. One. It's not as valuable. Takes up that space. Inventory. Got 12 remaining. That means they should pop up there. Alrighty. So looks like we got them all now. Oops. Yeah, so once you, like, normally you got your skill tree. Once you hit 50, it's automatically just going to put you on your Paragon board. So you'll just pick, you know, whatever suits your needs. So you'll start off down here, work your way up. Here's your first glyph slot. And what do we get? Adept. So like what this will do is it'll say, you know, it's got the radius size 3. So once you get level 15 in your glyph, the radius size increases, I think to 5, maybe? Like when it says 3, so it'll go 1, 2, 3. So maybe it'll just go to 4, something like that. But there are some Paragon boards, like, you know, this is just your starter one. Once you attach your next Paragon board, you'll have like more stuff around the glyph area. And then you'll collect these different glyphs. So anyway, sorry. So then you get the bonus for every 5 intelligence within range of the radius. Your mastery skills gain 2% increased damage. And then additional bonus, if the requirement is met, you get another 20% increased. Mastery skills have 20% increased area. So the requirement is we need to have 40 intelligence within the radius range of the glyph. And so these are our intelligence nodes. So right now we've got 5, 10, 15. So we got 15 right now. We'd have to put, like, I don't know if it would reach down here. So I know it's going to hit. I think this is 1, 2, 3, if I remember right. Let's just test it and see. Oh, no, it does go all the way out. Okay, so this is what it'll look like. Shoot me in the face for giving you the wrong info. So if we were to hit this one, because right now we got 35. So really, I only need to do one more. So but I would have to put points to get over to here. So I'm going to spend 2 more points trying to get that intelligence. So this probably isn't the glyph we want to use in this particular situation. So you can, they're not locked in there, so you can switch them out, take them out, whatever you want to do with them. But anyway, I digress. Yes, big words, kids, boys and girls. Alright, so here we go. I'm going into the ring. Curator's chamber. So this curator is not a guy to mess around with. He can give you a run for your money. Gotta watch his pattern. His attack patterns. See this. Crazy AoEs that shoot out of him. Not those. That doesn't seem like we're doing too like that stuff. You know, once he hits us in another phase, he'll do it like 3 times different directions. As long as we stay in that level, we can do. But he isn't as bad as I thought he was going to be. There we go. Alright, so now you're going to start getting nightmare sigils, so you can run your nightmare dungeons. Oh, we got a unique. What did we get? It's an amulet. Oh, upon collecting, I had this last season. I like that. So as we're collecting the crackling energy, there's 15% to release this lightning nova. So it's kind of like a frost nova situation, but it's lightning. Does the damage. It increases 60. Dealing the lightning damage increased by 60% for every 100 intelligence I have. So 100 intelligence I have 400 intelligence. So we're increased 60% every 100. So it's going to keep going up and up and up. Current bonus, well, it says right there, obviously 240%. So if that's the case, I'll probably end up switching my build, because right now I'm not doing crackling energy. But with this, it's going to be a nice little how do you do. So there we go. So now we are ready to go into tier 3. So we shall exit the dungeon. And then when you're in Kyobshad, you're going to go to the center of town. I guess it's I don't think it's technically the center, but it's pretty much the center of town. and you're going to click on the Inarius statue, and then that'll allow you to go to tier 3. And then you'll notice to get to tier 4 you have to defeat the next capstone dungeon. So right here. So now we have tier 3, which gives us sacred unique items can drop, new unique items can drop, nightmare sigils can drop, champion monsters with damage resistance auras can appear, enemies are more formidable, give 150% increased XP, 20% more gold, and your resistance to all elements are reduced by 25%. So it's a little more challenging, obviously. And then our statue is going to change. So now it looks like that. So that's pretty much like what you're going to do once you get into tier 3. And then we shouldn't get any more common items, or they're going to be a very low chance of dropping. But all these blue quests, if you go to tier 4, which you start getting ancestral in tier 4, if you wait to do these, what I've noticed, unless they've changed it this season, let me back on that one, but the last season they were still dropping like sacreds, and even when I was doing the seasonal quest line, even if I was in tier 4, I was still getting sacreds in a lot of the reward drops from the lone wolves. So that's what I noticed. Doesn't always mean that's what's going to happen this time. Maybe they fixed it, maybe people were complaining, I don't know. But compared to previous seasons, last seasons when they changed it, where you were getting guaranteed, like depending on the tier level of your world. So if you were in tier 4, you weren't supposed to be seeing sacreds. And like I said, occasionally they'd pop it. Not as much as they used to. So like now your ancestrals are a lot better. So anyway, that's that. And then let's see what we got on our seasonal stuff. So some more cosmetics, and I just need to do one more stronghold, and I think I'll have that unlocked and move on to the next one. Alrighty. Well, anyway, that was the capstone dungeon. Hopefully it'll give you some information on what you want to do, and if you're still not into Diablo 4, maybe that might persuade you to try it out. Who knows? I enjoy the game. A lot of people do. And anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching. You folks have a great day.